Hello, listeners. Hi, my name is Madhavi, and I'm so happy to have you on UppTalk. You have come to the right place if you want to learn about IT and do really cool things with your hands. We are not just another IT company when I say UppTalk. Think of us as your learning partner dedicated to helping you reach your full potential. We have top notch hands on courses to help you build your business, whether you are new to technology or want to move up in your current job. Let's look around this as our first step towards learning.
Let's continue with the same thing. We will create one more connection. Let's do it. Now maybe we will send the first name, last name, maybe mobile number also we will send it. Or I mean just a normal, what is there in the L tab? And then what are the other stuff we can say? First of all, we will send this information. Maybe we can also send the C, that is your full name. Before that, here we don't need to do all the stuffs. That is a shortcut is there. Can you go to the applications? We don't need to do it from the scratch. That is a little bit kind of a shortcut because adapter is going to be the same. And then, adapter is going to be the same. And then like the ESS URL entity ID, and then the attribute is the one which is going to change the certificate and other stuff will be staying same. Let's do that shortcut. Can you click on the SAML connection? There is a service provider connection, SP connections. Here in the hand side corner, select action. We already created one connection. That is there is option called copy. Can you click on copy? It will create one copy. It will have all the details. It will create a copy of the existing connection. Now this one, can we do it? Press type as P2. Scroll down, click on next. All the other information will stay the same. Configure browser SSO. We need to maybe what attributes we can send, guys. In the last connection, we are sending only first name. Maybe this connection, we can send the last name, we can send the mobile, and then we can send a full name that is CM. Click on browser SSO. Scroll down. You could see all the details automatically comes, but in the first connection, it is already there as in the first connection, it is already having the only first name. That's why it is going as that. Already that configuration has come up with. We need to edit those information. Can you scroll up a little bit? Here in the no, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. No, wait, scroll up a little bit. Here attribute contract is there. That is where we will be extending the contracts. Here we can add extra attributes also. Click on that one. We can create a variable. What are the other details we can send? We can send the last name. We can send mobile number. We can send the full name. You can use unspecified or basic, that's fine. You can use the basic. Try to get used to this. Get used to basic. Add, and then we can send the CM, that is a full name. This is just a variable, guys, we are creating, but the attributes will be done in the back end. Click on next. We already configured adapter. Let's go back to that adapter itself. Click on that one. The adapter which you click on the adapter HTML form adapter which we already configured, because inside the adapter only we are going to get this attribute. Here it is directly more into this one. No, we need to get the attributes from the LDP. We got only given a man-made other attributes. We didn't yet get it. Can you click on the attribute source and user lookup in the top? This is where we are connecting. No, we don't need to add it to anything. Just click on the existing one. Open it. Here you scroll down, click on the LDAP directory search. This is where the existing connection, we are getting the mail address and given name along with that. What are the other details? We are going to get it. Now, we need to click on the select option, show all attributes. Click on what are the attributes you are going to get it. Last name means which attribute in LDAP it will store. Any. Yes. It's the ASN, that is the surname. Add attributes. What is the common name, guys? That is the full name. What is the full name here? Choose the CN. You could see it. Now, what is the mobile number? It's citing mobile. You could see it. Add attribute. Have you configured the mobile number while creating the user? Let's see. Even I forgot it. That's fine. Click on Done here. This one is enough. We got all the attributes, necessary attributes. Click on Next here. Can you map it now? LAP full name is CN. Last name. Mobile number is mobile. Guys, you are understanding what we are doing it. Click on Done here. I think we don't require anything else. Other stuff we can use. Maybe we can change the SNN. Can you click on Done here? Click on Next. No, it's Next. No, Configure browser. Inside that, if you scroll down to bottom now, you can able to see that. Scroll down to the bottom. That is a protocol settings. Can you change the ASN and URL? I mean, if you want, you can use the same thing. I think we can use the same thing. We don't require a different one. Anyways, it's going to be the same. Scroll down and save it. Is it saved? You can save it. We can directly save. That's all. Nothing else. Now we created another connection. Here, test SP2 is the next connection we have created. Now, can you try to access it? First of all, enable the SAML tracer, then try to access it. Now, can you log in? Now, can you go back to the SAML tracer and see the response? Can you copy this and put it there in the text by? That would be the better option. I think we didn't save that. I think there is no attribute called mobile number. We didn't add the number in the app. I think here you could see first name is there. And then what is that? Your first name, last name. And then what is that full name? Last name is there. Full name is there. Can you go back and check your mobile details there? Yield app. Can you go to the Yield app control panel and then check the detail whether that user is having the number or not? Oh, I need to run the Federal Panish file. Here, the same thing. I think the terminal is already running. Only thing is running. But how the authentication is happening? No, I think it's already running. That OpenDJ still run. Great. Can you click on the Manage Entries? Answer permanently. Sure. Let's see your user. Oh, it is not there. Can you able to? Oh, why it is not the mobile number it is showing? Can you expand this one? I cannot be able to. Can you maximize this? Now can you add the no, only showing. Exact. Uncheck that one. Now can you see the number? Mobile number is there. Can you give something 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Save it. And then let's see. Now can you do the authentication again? Can you click on the details there? Oh, that's fine. Anyway, that's fine. Can you go back and do the authentication again? Clear the SAML tracer and then try to access the URL again. One more time. Now can you see this one? It's here. Let me go to the Visual Studio. It's in the line 1 for the mobile number. Here you could see the mobile update after updating the. Now here you could see the mobile number is coming on. Now this is like an easiest way, even like when you have a different application. Also, if you see there is a, for example, let's say like one application is asking, you already configured one application. Another application is coming and asking, hey, Ping Federate team, can you enable the SO for this one? And then asking the 4 attribute is first name and last name, maid ID and then the UID. These 4 attributes, like 95% of the application will use these 4 attributes only. They won't ask for anything else. 95 to 96% of the applications, they will ask these 4 attributes as a mandatory. What I will do? There will be existing connection. There will be existing thing. Application will be there which is using these 4 attributes. What I will do? I don't need to do it from the start again for the different applications. I'll get the entity ID and then I will get the SSA. I'll just copy and paste it in the Notepad++ and then I will create a copy of the another connection and then add the entity ID, edit the SSA URL and then save it. That's all. It's simple as it is. Creating the new connection which is having the same attribute. Even though if it is a different attributes, nothing is there because we are going to use the same adapter only. We will be adding extra attributes in the configuration. That's all the same. It's easy to configure in the Ping Federate. You don't need to do it from the scratch. You can also do it from the scratch because now we need to understand. You guys need to learn this stuff. You can do it from the start also. Can we do one more connection from the beginning, from the scratch? Everyone able to understand this one, guys? Samuel. Can we do one more configuration? And then can we go for a Salesforce? Let's do one more test connection. And then we will go for a real configuration. Create a connection now. Test type honestly like that. Do not use a template. You already practiced 2 connections. And can you able to do it by yourself now? I will be here only. Just click on next like. I can try that. Can you able to try? If you are stuck or something like that, I will help you here itself. Here we need to click on next. No, you can click on next. Don't worry. Here we don't have metadata as of now. Click on next. Can you do partners entity ID? Cool. Great. Going good. Great. Here what attributes we can send. Already we sent all the attributes. Maybe we can send just one, a sample subject. That's enough. Just put the UID in the sample subject. Maybe we can add some other thing like state or something. Put the description. You scroll down. There is a description is there. Give something. This is a test user. Scroll up. There is a city. Is there? Where is the city? Can you give you a current city and then you can also give the state? I think this is enough. That's all. Save it. Details. Click on the details. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Close it. Here, put a city description and then state. This is just a variable name, guys. This is not an attribute. You will be giving inside the adapter only. Description. And then what is the other attribute we add? A sample subject, you can send the UID. Click on next. You need to map the adapter. That is, one more option is there. There is one more option you saw. Can you cancel this one? Here there is one more option is there. I will see that one. That is also more important. I'll tell you what is the reason and why we will be using that option. First of all, map new. Multi-factor authentication equals the means. It's not a multi-factor authentication. It's like extra kind of a feature. We can say you can also map adapter or like it's a either, or you can map adapter or you can map the policy. I will tell you that one. We will be seeing that option. Like once we configure that policy, you will say, hey, mapping the policy is much easier than mapping the adapter. You will say that. We will see that. Is it something related to like policy.action we have, or it's no, not like that. This is totally different. We will see that because before that we need to complete certain prerequisite for that. As of now, we have only completed one adapter. We will be configuring another adapters and the MFA also. We will be seeing it. Then only we will be going through that one. Click on next. Click on Next. Give some name and description for that one. You can use the same thing. You don't need it to. No, don't change that. You can use the same thing also. That's not at all a problem. These settings, you can do the same thing, nothing. I mean, there is no dependency with that one. Only thing is that the entity ID should have to be different for each and every configuration. Click on Next. You can go it. What are the attributes? We are getting it. No, that is show all attributes in the hand side. Only you need to. That is in order to reflect in the hand side. That's why we are putting the show all attributes in the left hand side. Person is state. No, not the state. First one is city. City means Yale. Can you search for Yale? Also, does it mean location? Yale means location. That is a city description. Next one is I think this OpenIt is having only a yes. That's fine. Certain I end up will have the state directly. I think we need to add one more thing. And the main for the subject name. We can use the UI or anything. Click on it. The filter will be the same concept. I can call me in the bottom. Is there a new idea is equal to? How it is working. This one, when you type the font, when you type the username in the login page, at that time you are typing a 23456. That is the UID you're typing it there. Once it is successfully authenticated, it will go here. And then here UID is equal to $. The username is there. It will get changed. UID is equal to a 2345667. That one will get changed. It will go inside the search base. That is a DSL example, comma, DSL to come. What are the attributes? You are getting it. In this connection, we are getting the descript and then the state and then the location. These are the three attributes we got it. It will search it. UID is equal to 2346. That user these attributes is there or not. If it is there, what is the next step we are putting it? If it is there, it will get the attributes. That is a previous step we did it. Here, click on Next. As of now, we've got the attributes. The next step will be the mapping. Can you click on Done here? Click on Next. Here you could see this is where you did the mapping. It got attributes for the particular reason and it is mapping to this particular variable name. That is why what is the next step? You are saying it. Once it is this configuration are done, the next one is the ASEO. That is why it is redirecting to the ASSEO with the response attaching these attributes to this particular variable name. This is how the filter is working. Inside this SAML connection, after successful authentication, it will go inside the adapter. Because the adapter is the one. What's happening when you try to hit the SAML connection? It is going and checking that entity ID is there or not. If it is there, it will go inside that. The Ping Credit is checking. One adapter is there. HTML form. It is throwing a login screen to the user. You are typing the username and password 82345667. Then inside the adapter we are configuring the PCB. It is going there to the PCB, validating the credentials in the data store. Once validation is successful, it will give the success response back to the adapter. Authentication successful. Then adapter, inside the adapter only you are mapping these values. Inside the adapter you give the filter UID is equal to $username. One more filter you gave. UID is equal to 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will go. It will go inside the search base, get the attributes, and then we are mapping it to the style, subject, city description. Understood? You are getting my point. How the flow works. Click on next. Once it is done, you can click on next. This is one strider. We will be coming back and see this one. Once we see the authentication policies, scroll down. Let's click on done here. The next one, the configuring the ASL URL. If you click on next slide, the summary will be there for SAML response creation. The next step, you will be seeing the protocol settings. That is the ASL URL, adding the SSOs. You could see the next one. Protocol settings is there in the top. If you click on next here, the protocol settings. The ASL URL, the certificate kind of a configuration. Click on configure protocol settings. Add the ASL URL. Index is no need to put it automatically. It will take it. Maybe you can give an URL, like for example, let's say a CTBS ESP9com like that. That is, whatever URL you want. You can use it. Click on next. Now one URL is fine. That's fine. Click on next. SAML bindings every time is post and write. Why not artifact? And means it is not like nowadays the applications are not supporting. That's 99, 100% is not supporting anywhere for the past 6 years. I never used that artifact and quickly because the lot of applications stopped configuring distance because of some bugs are there in the swipe method in the application, not in the pinker. And I'm saying in the application tree, it is not accepting that binding. It is throwing any other. That is a like issues there while validating the SAML response. That is why that swipe an artifact, it is there, but we are not using that one. Click on next. Always sign a session. Choose. Every time we need to choose the second option as mandatory. Click on next. Oh, I think I forgot to show you. Can you go back? Previous. Click on sign the response as required also. I forgot to show you what is that information in the response. That's fine. That is an optional one. Only the last step, that third step. But we will see that now. Click on next. This encryption we will see now. Maybe after once you complete this connection. The next, the Salesforce connection, we will be doing it. Scroll down, click on done. Click on next. Scroll down. Click on next. We configured all the configuration, only the certificate is pending. Configure the credentials. Choose a signing certificate. Select the include the no, not required. Only one certificate is fine. Select that option. Click on next. Finally, we configured all the configuration. Click on next and then save it. Scroll down and save it. Now how you can. Now application team is asking, hey, Ping parity. Can you share me your metadata? How will you get the metadata? Easy. It's already there, the connection. Can you select action on any one of the connection and then there is a export metadata is there. It's simple. You can export metadata. Choose the signing certificate which we are already using it. And then include the certificate. This option is not that much required for this one. For exporting this option is not required, but that's fine. Click on next. And then if you can see this is the connection, you are exporting the metadata. Test type on, scroll down and save it. Export. No. Wait. In the left hand side, we need to export it. No, it's there in the left hand side corner. This is the identity provider metadata, guys. Can you open that one? I will show you that AC, like our identity provider entity ID, will be there. Our single sign-on URL will be there. No, what is there? Can you open it in the North Park clusters? That would be the better option to use this metadata. Click. No, can you do the word wrap? No, you need to do the word wrap. See the word wrap? No, it's not therein. Can you? Oh, it will be there in view. No, there is no word wrap. No in the bottom. Oh, why it's not? Oh, it's loaded. Guys, this is our identity product metadata, guys. In the first line is there. In the first line, there is an entity. ID is there. If you go in the hand side, entity ID, test type and IDP, that is our entity ID, guys, test type and IDP. And then you are signing certificate. That is the X509 certificate is there in the middle of the content. In the middle, I think 10 lines from the starting 10 to 59. It seems that is X509 certificate is there. That is the content of that we lean between. That is our signing. To be an identity provider certificate is there. Entity ID is also there. Identity provider certificate also there. Scroll down. Here you could see in the bottom that is a yes or URL is there. Single sign-on URL. In the hand side, you could see the single sign-on URL, the location. You could see dot. As I already mentioned, the URL, what is the URL here? You are seeing that location is equal to one URL is there. One for post, one for read out. Both of them is the same URL, but we chosen to binding. One is post and one is read. And that's why the same URL it's it is showing us a two different one. Here, as I already mentioned, it's the same format. The single sign-on URL is idp/yes .cml2. That is what I have mentioned you. The sample single sign-on URL. Here, this is your official Ping Fed single sign-in for your organization. Only thing is that the host name will get changed. And the /idp/so.cml2, it never changes. Similarly, if it is a logout, as of now, we didn't get to enable the logout. That's why it is not showing the single logout URL, but the single logout URL is the same thing. Instead of SO, it's SLR. That's all. That is a difference. Will be there for the SAM single logout. This metadata will be the same, guys. If you download the other connection, IDP metadata also, it's the same thing. No differences will be there. There are 3 connections we created. We exported only one connection. our identity provider metadata. If you export all the metadata, it's the same thing. No changes will be there. It will be showing the same content because identity provider is same for all the three connections. For example, if one application is asking me here, Ping Federated, can you share me? Your metadata means you can share. You can go ahead and export any connection metadata and give it to them. That's all. Because our metadata, IDP metadata, will be the same for all the connections. There is no change on that. Understood? Understood on the metadata, guys, how you can able to export the metadata. And then how you can able to make a copy of the existing connection. And then we also created two more connections. Now you understood. Or you want to create one more connection before going to do the real testing on the Salesforce. Shall we go ahead and do the Salesforce application side configuration and our IDP side configuration, also both of them? I have one doubt. Yes, go ahead. We had discussed about SO initiate. Yes, we initiated. Here we have it as like IDP. IDP is like for the testing purpose. Zig. We are. What about the SP initiator? It's the same connection or site. There is no differences will be there. SP initiator means the application team will do the configuration. We already created a connection. That's all. Our scope of work is completed. You downloaded the metadata. You need to share it with the application team, and then application will do the configuration and share their metadata. We will do it in the Salesforce how the SP initiated SSO works. And then normally like application side configuration, you don't need to interfere on that. Normally, because we will be handling a lot of application. But still I'm showing how they will configure it in one kind of application in the SP side. Let's do that, guys. Everyone having the zero go. Go ahead, Anya. I got the doubt because like there was a trade loss and we might, every time we need to both of them. Every configuration we need to both of them. Why did the endpoint only have this ID? No, here SP endpoint, we won't be having it. Because we are the identifier. SP endpoint will be there in the application. It's just a normal application. URL Facebook.com or UI YouTube.com. That's a normal application. URL will be there. That is SP endpoint. We will be just configuring the entity ID and then the ASA URL. It's the same configuration. Get changed. Guys, everyone having the Zero Goal mail address. Keep it ready on that one, guys. Open another tab on here. Let's go and do the Salesforce. Can you type Salesforce space login? No, not on the Ping side. I'm saying it's a Salesforce is a third-party connection application. Salesforce space login, enter. Here I click on the login. We can able to create a 30 days free app on guys here. Can you click on start my free trial? Can you register your to that? Give your first name and last name. Job title, you can give Ping space developer. Click on next. Employees, you can give 1 to 20. These are all just for testing purpose. You can give any company name as Zogo, test type and Zogo like that. Oh, it's already showing us the suggestion. Just give test type and Zogo like that. Click on next. Guys, everyone use the same different company name. Guys, if Anya use test type and Zigo means other people test type and Zigo 1, Zigo 2, Zigo 3 like that. Use the Don't use the same thing. I agree to the condition. Click on submit. It will take some time to register here. Once you register, it will send a verification email to your Zogo or mail. I think you got one. Can you go back there? And can you click on the verify your account? Can you create a or you get any verification code there? You didn't get it. And no, I think you need. You will be getting one more mail. No, there is one more mail is there in the left hand side. Can you go there? No, in the bottom notification. Can you click on that one? Copy this code. Paste it there. Create a password for your Salesforce. There is a username is there. It created one username in the top. It will show it in the mail. That's fine. Just create a password. You can copy and make a note of that one also. That is your admin account in the Salesforce. If the SEO is not working near the password which you created now in the Salesforce, this one is not required. Remind me later. I think for registering, I need to do it. No, this is not required. You can click on remind me later also. Finally, we got into the trial version of the Salesforce. Let's enable that. Before enabling this single sign-on, we will create a profile for you. For example, we need to create access. Authentication is fine, but if there is no user, there is no profile in the backend, or if there is no authorization is not there in the application, means how the authentication will work. We can create one profile for the user. We are not going to do any password or something like that. Just we are going to create a profile based on the email address of our user. Skip this one. Can you go back to the open digit? What is the mail address? Your user ID is having it. Here in the top hand side corner, that is a setup is there. Next, like in front of the notification. In the hand side, there is a view profile notification setup. Click on the setup there. Click on the setup again. It will get load. In the left hand side, there is a users one tab is there. Can you click on the users? Scroll down. Users again. Let's create a profile, guys. Here already, these are all administrator users. You can leave those users. Can you create a new here, the profile? Just give the first name. I think you don't know that it's also not required. But anyways, that's fine. Oh, these are the mandatory fields. Last name and all. The last name only, I think, mandatory field. You can give that one. And only the mail address is major. You can choose any role for the user, whether it's you can standard user. You can give the standard user. Save it. That's all. We created a profile, but we didn't do any password or something like that. Keep it like that. Now here in the left hand side, we will configure the single sign-up. In the left hand side, that is, if you scroll down to the bottom, there is a company settings is there. Click on that one. There is a my domain is there. Click on that one. Here I will show you the endpoint. That is the my current domain. URL is there. Can you copy that one? This is your SP endpoint. Copy that and you can put it there in the notepad. Save it there. Keep it there with you. This is only for the sales. Only for one application. Now can you go back? Here in the left hand side there is a identity settings also there. Can you expand that one? You can be able to find the single sign-on settings. This is a single sign-on settings, guys. Here also you can see new from metadata URL metadata file in the bottom. Here you could see we can give the new from metadata file. How do you? Saw it in the Ping Federal. The same configuration, but this one is SP Ping Federal. It's IT. New from metadata file. You can choose that. You have to. That is a button on it. Take on that one. Here can you choose the file which we download the metadata. From the Ping Federal, we download the one metadata. Use that one. We can use that one, guys, because obviously from Ping Federal, it's the same metadata only for all the connections. Create only the S2 metadata will get changed for each and every configuration. Here all the details automatically comes up. If you see it there, test type and ID. That is your identity product entity ID. In the hand side, that is as SP entity. ID is there. That is your service product entity ID. That is your service provider entity ID. You can copy this and paste it in the notepad as a manual option also, or we can also directly download the Salesforce metadata. Here, and then identity provider certificate is there in the hand side. That is, it took it from the no, not the choose, but it's there already in the hand side. That is your Ping Federal Identity Provider Certificate. It took it from the metadata of the identity provider metadata. Now here you could see there is a CML identity type is there. You could see SAML identity type. There are three ways is there. One is the user Salesforce username. User Salesforce. Username means what is the username we have given it in the Salesforce. That is a mail address. That is your mail address. We have given it in the profile. This one, the XCHX. No. You are administered record that you can ignore it. The normal user we have given. That is your mail address. In Salesforce or the username, inside the Salesforce profile, that's a mail address is the username. A SAML identity type is something that is the SAML subject attribute. If you choose on the first option, that is it is asking the application team is expecting the mail address in the sale subject to value. The next one is, what is the next one? A session contains a federation ID. Federation ID is nothing, but that is your UID in the LDAP. It is expecting the UID in the LDAP. What is the third option? Normal user. ID from the user object, that is the local user. You can ignore the third option, that is a local user only. First two options is for the other LDAP users. Salesforce username is mail address. Second one is the UID. We can use the Salesforce username itself. That is a mail address in the response. It is not asking any other attributes. Only the SAM subject. No optional attributes it is showing. There is no option to get any other attributes here. Only the SAM subject is required. Now here you could see that is what is the binding? It is asking HTTP redirect or HTTP. Both of them we can send anyways. That is fine. Here identity product login URL. That is a single sign-on URL. Our single sign-on URL last screen configured in the, it automatically took it from the applicant metadata itself. There is an option called a single logout enabled, that checkbox. Can you enable that one here? This application is asking, hey, Ping Pi rating is like we need the single logout also. Our logout URL is the same thing. Can you copy the single sign-on URL? It's there. Here you could see it. No, it's there. Identity provider single sign-on URL. That is the one. Can you paste it here in the logout URL also? Here instead of S or just put as hello. Now here that's all. Nothing else. Let's save it here. I forgot one more. Can you edit? We can also ask the IDPs to share the response in the encrypted format also. Can we do that one also? That is the accession decryption certificate is there in the top. You could see accession not encrypted. It is showing. This is the certificate from the application. This is a Salesforce certificate. We are asking the IDP to encrypt the SAM response by using this certificate. Then the application can able to decrypt the response by using this certificate. Let's save this. Now we enable what we didn't do it till now. We enabled everything. Single logout also we enabled, and then encryption, SAML encryption also. That means we are going to encrypt the content of a SAML response also by using the application certificate. And then we also going to do the single logout. And then we are going to do the mail address in the SAML subject. That is one option called download metadata. Can you click on download? This is your Salesforce metadata. Can you click on that one? Or Salesforce URLs will be there in the metadata. This is the application metadata, guys. Can you open it in your Visual Studio? Here, this is how. You could see that is the entity ID of the Salesforce. This format looks better than our metadata. Anyway, that's fine. That is one certificate is there, guys. That is our encryption certificate. That is the application certificate. We need to use this for our single logout and as well as the encrypting the SAML response also. And then if you scroll down, that is a yes, URL is there. If you scroll down to the bottom, it is there. And they didn't mention like a use equal to signing and use equal to encryption. Signing for the single logout. One is for, it's the same set of it, but one for single logout and then one for the encryption. Every information will be there in the metadata. You don't need to worry about it. Here they also mentioned, that is the subject name, ID format. As I already said, the format will be unspecified. It will be there in the metadata also. You could see it's there in the metadata. We need to give the unspecified for the SAL subject and then the post and redark binding. It is required. It is showing that one also. And then what is the ASS URL is mentioned in the hand side. You could see they have mentioned the index also 0. And then this is the ASS URL they have mentioned. Default is true, index is 0. And then they're asking this ASS URL to use it. And then single logout URL also. It is showing. After, if you click on the single logout, it will read out the user to this page, the cell source page. Shall we up to the ping pad? Let's do that. And can you go back to the ping pad red console? Let's create a new connection. Here you need to go as a fresh, guys. We cannot copy the existing connection because we are having the metadata here. We need to go as a fresh connection. Create a connection here. Do not use a template. No, you do not use a template. The next step, only it's a metadata. Browser SO simul root. Yes, browser SO only P1. Here it's a 1. We are going to upload the metadata. Can you choose the file? Where is the Salesforce metadata? Yes, open it. It will get load. Click on next. Here you can see this is the entity ID of your SP, which is there in the metadata. We can use this one. Click on next. Automatically, you could see the entity ID is populated. You don't need to type it. It is automatically populated. Click on next. Can you click on configure browser SO, ID finisher SO? Can you enable the single logout also? We are going to do the single logout. Guys, click on next. This is same. Configure the accession creation. We are going to map the adapter. This is standard. This all will be the same configuration. We are not going to do anything on the only they are asking. SAM subject. That is also mail address in the SAM subject. Click on next. Map adapt here. Good. Click on next. Yes, click on next. Add attribute. It's the same step, guys. This one is the same step. You are going to do it. No changes will be there. Only here, only one attribute, that is the mail address. You need to get it, that's all. Now you can able to feel it on your, it's like easy to configure now. You are getting used to it. If you create another 5 to 10 connection, automatically you can able to do by closing your eyes also. That much easy the SAML. Click on next. This much practice, you need to do it, guys. It's the same step you are going to do it. Only difference is that as a CL attributes and then the entity ID, that's all. If the application wants single log, it means you need to use the application certificate here. Click on next. Now we need to map it. We need to map the mail to the SAML server. Guys, everyone following, guys? Click on next. Yes. Everyone for everyone. It's simple. No, this one, we will do the additions here. This is a separate class we will do because before doing the decisions straight, there are like some prerequisites. We need to see it in the Ping Federate. Click on done. Click on next. Scroll down. Click on it. No, this is no only you configure. Click on next. Now here automatically your yes, you are on and all it will automatically show. Can you click on that protocol settings automatically? It will show the configure on the normal because we need to see the only the. You should see any post, and no, we need to edit that. We need to mean that is our configuration. Here is the CSS URL, it's already uploaded. You don't need to do anything. Click on next. Do you want to edit it? No, that's all. It's the same as if you check it in the metadata, it's the same thing. Even the logout is also the same configuration. Disable the artifact, and because they don't want this one. Click on next. Now here, you can also choose the first option. That's fine. Click on next. The third option was not selected. These are our configuration. No, that is an option. The third option is every time it's an option. Some applications will ask you are quiet. If some applications are not for it, you can leave it as it is. Click on next. Now you have to choose the entire session. You need to encrypt it. We can encrypt all the things in the sample response, encrypting the sample subject, also encrypting all the encryption in a single logout, also even in the single sign-on, also single logout everywhere. We are going to encrypt it. Click on next. That is what the checkbox also we are putting it. Click on done here. Now one final step is there. If you click on next one final step, that is a certificate. Yes, here we are going to use two certificates, one for single logout. We are going to use the same set even for single logout, and as well as the encryption and our identity provider signing certificate for the sample response. There are three certificates basically, but here there are three steps of something. We are going to use it. One for single logout, one for a sample encryption, one for sample signing. Sample encryption and single logout will be the same. Set with that is the application certificate, and then signing set with that is our identity product. Let's click on next. You don't need to put it automatically till update here. Here you can see automatically took the certificate from the same source, metadata. Click on configure credentials. No, you need to configure. We need to update our IDP certificate. Click on next. That is also not required when there is an option only, but anyways, that's fine. Even you can also include it, or you can also leave it as it is. That's fine. Anyways, every time it's an optional step only. Click on done. No, you need to use the decryption keys. That is our IDP certificate. Click on next. Now we have configured the certificates one for it's already there. It took it from your our metadata which we have uploaded. That is the unanchored certificates signature verification certificate, that is for single logout. That is active certificate. One is there. That is a single logout certificate, that is application certificate only. If you compare the number, it will be the same thing, signature, verification certificate, and then the encryption certificate. It's the same thing. One for encryption, one for single logout. For safety purposes, we are also using our decryption keys. For example, if that application that we had got lost or something like that, our certificate will be acting as acting as what we can say disaster recovery. That is why we are using that last one, select decryption keys. That is our certificate. We have chosen the last step. That is only for optional. Any disaster recovery, if that application that we had got hacked or if they compromise, means this attribute will be replaced. Click on next. Sorry, done. Now we successfully configured our Salesforce. Let's save this connection. Now let's go back to the Salesforce. This is the Ping Federate configuration we did. Now let's go back to the Salesforce. Again, we need to enable one more option there. Here, can you go back to the like here itself? Is there any? Can you go back to the singles option called SAML enabled? Can you check that box? Save it. Here, guys, something for the SAML phrases. No, 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 no. I mean, this is for the login page in the application. It may like HTML form. No, 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 not that one. We have uploaded the SAML, but we didn't enable the SAML in the Salesforce. In order to enable the SAML in the Salesforce, we are using this option. It's like switching on. Switch on or off. Save it. If you switch off that one, all the SAM configuration is there in the bottom. It will get disabled. That is fine. Now in the left hand side, there is a company settings. My domain is there. Can you go there? We need to change one more also. Here, if you scroll down to the bottom, there is an authentication configuration. Is there? Can you click on the edit there? Here also, we need to enable the SAL. Two ways we need to enable. Here, there is a test type and ID piece there. Authentication service. We are going to enable the login form, that is your application administrator login also, and as well as the single sign-on login also. Both of them save it. This one, I will tell you why we are enabling this one. Now, can you open the incognito window? No, wait. We need to add the SAML tracer in the, there is a same tracer is. Click on the SAML tracer. No, you have to click. You have left, click on close it. Close the SAML tracer. Can you go back to the Chrome browser? In the hand side there is a SAML tracer is. Can you write it? No. I think that one. No, you are left. Click on that. You are doing the left click. Manage extension. Can you? There is an option called Allow Incognito Mode. Can you click on that one? Enable that option. Now open the incognito window. Now open the same SAML tracer in the hand side. Enable that one, keep it with you. No, it's already painted. It's already there. It's already there in the top. Anyways, no, close this one. It's already there in the top in the left hand side after the plugin, before the plugin. That's all. Yes, it's there. Now can you paste that one URL in the, sorry, you pasted it in the node.py file. Want it? That is your Salesforce URL. Can you copy that one? Yes, the endpoint. That is the application URL, guys. You are going to enable, you already enabled the Salesforce single sign-on. Now we are going to test it whether that login is working or not. We have created a read-only access, that is a standard user. Let's see whether you can able to access it on. No, here, if it's wrote on in the bottom, that is login using single sign-on, that is our test siphon as IDP action. Can you click on that one? Yes, that is your identity provider. That is the one. Now you can see guys in the top before when you enable, when you do the identity provider, the initial, the SSO, just copy that IDP URL. Now for this same Salesforce connection, let's copy the IDP initial, the rest of the URL also. Oh, from here in the PingPad console. Click on the Salesforce connection, copy that, and then hit it in the click copy. Can you go back to the Chrome browser? Open another tab here, Incognito or the Chrome browser. You know what I mean. We are going to just see the difference. We are not going to log in there. Just we are going to see the difference. No here in the session is there will be automatically logged in. Here you can see pasted. You could see in the top. What is the difference there? This is some stuff SO Ping. This is like SO SAML2. You could see the difference. This is the perfect way of, because that is our SAML breakfast system. Can you go to the SAML tracer? You can able to see the request. One set. Oh, it's not. You already opened. It was open. Even if it's not open, it should already record it. Then I can click on the SAML and it will be showing me the metadata. No, it will. Can you close it? Can you close the window? Put it again. Try to access the sales again from the scratch. Open the SAML tracer first, then access the URL. I open the freezer. Now I'm like this is from the things I read down point. Here you can see this is the. Now can you hit the Salesforce endpoint now? No, Salesforce. Salesforce. Initiated SO. Copy that. When you do the Salesforce application, you are all. Then only you can able to see the SAML breakfast and all that. I own it. Scroll down. Hit that. Now can you go back to the SAML tracer? Click on that. No, that next one. Can you maximize that? This is a SAL breakfast. Here you could see the breakfast. The SURL will be there and then the entity ID will be there. This is a pure request, SAM request. For the Salesforce, this is how the SP initiated SSO request will be there. Here, should we transfer this ID as the entity ID? No, the entity ID is there in the bottom. That is your issued. Who is issued this SAM request? And then the CSURL is there. That is the second line. That is the CSURL. What is the destination? Here you could see the destination. That is your SAML-SSO URL. I have an identity provider, SSO. Now can you log in? Username and password. 256 said. 84 is I guess. That is the one I think. Type the username and password. Sign. Now you could see guys. Here are you logged in. You logged into the Salesforce. Now here open another tab. Do the Salesforce again. Close this one. This one you can close it. No, don't log it. Close it. Close it. Browser itself. Close this tab. Open another tab and try to access any other application. No, no, no. Not this one? No? Can you go back to the Ping part? Do the ID finish of the S or any other application? Test P1. First of all, let's see the response there. Can you go back to the SAML freezer? Let's see the response further. You logged in. You will see the response. The SAML freezer, yes? Can you scroll down here? Can you click on the SAM response? Can you copy this and put it there in the Visual Studio? Now, before we can able to see the attributes, now you could see it's a ciphertext. It's purely encrypted based on one kind of a satellite. That is what we have used. I mean the previous SAML response. It's a plain text format, but here you could see it's a ciphertext. If you scroll down to that one, you could see the cipher values there. The cipher value, the cipher data, and the encrypted key. Here, this is how the encryption will happen. Previously, it was there in the plain text. We can able to see what is going on. But now it's not in the plain text, it is in the encrypted format. That's why all the details are encrypted. Everything has been encrypted by using one kind of a certificate. That is the application certificate we have configured. This is the SAML encryption. We saw the plain text also. We saw the encryption also. Shall we do the single logout? Let's go back and do the single logout. Should I move to the things that are written at home also? Can you go back to the console? SP1. Can you open SP1 or SP2 to SP3 or something like that? I think you already saved this connection. I think you can use SP1. Can you copy this one? Can you copy? And then put it there in the incognito window. Can you go back to the incognito window? Here, the session is already there. Automatically the session will get triggered. You could automatically log in. Now can you go back to the Salesforce? Can you copy this link again? This one. Open another tab. Paste it here. It will automatically log you in. Here it is automatically logged you in. Can you log out here? That is a login button. Here you could see it is going back to the Ping credit for the single logout and then it is reacting to the single logout page. Now can you go back to the Salesforce there? Do something here. Just click on something here. Fresh also. Here you could see automatically logged out. Now can you try to access the SP1 application again? No, I think you need to copy there. No, no, no. Cancel this. Oh, this doesn't work. Can you go back? Copy this one. And then now, if you hit it here, it should have to throw the login screen. If it is not throwing the login screen, if it is again automatically logging in, means the session is not properly killed. Here the logout is perfectly working. It also kills the session for the other application also. This is how the single logout also works. Inside the application also, it will get a logout. There is other application also, it will get logout. This is how. I think I have one note over here. Like for example, if you are doing the same thing over the Chrome browser, not an incognito tab, the username, password, and all the details like would be stored in a cookies. Will it be automatically logged over there? Everywhere. It's the same thing. Even if you did it in the normal browser or Mozilla Firefox or Internet Edge or Explorer, everywhere it's the same concept. When you click on log out, the cookie will get expired. It will kill the cookie. It will generate a new cookie. You need to type the username and password to generate a new one. This is how the single sign-on single logout using the SAML finisher and SSO. I mean the same Salesforce itself inside the same Salesforce. We did the S finisher and SSO also. ID finisher and SSO also single logout also. We have seen. And then we also saw the encryption of the SAM response by using the application circuit. And we also saw how the identity provider information has been configured on the application side. Now I know this is huge because we configured a lot of SAML connections. It's an easy one, nothing complex. It's a simple configuration. Once you understand the concept, it's much, much simpler. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us sales@therightuptalk.com.